welcome everyone to round 2, Division 2 of Brands Hatch. I'm joined by Nick Hodgson and Mark Henebury. Welcome guys, let's hope we have a good one tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Bash, thanks.
Going to be good, glad to be here.
Everyone's on their outlook at the moment. We're watching JC Cromwell, who's first out. Yeah, let's have a good one.
Times tonight are going to be interesting. We were seeing in practice that guys were doing about sort of in the low 124s. I'm desperate for someone to drop into the 23s here. I reckon a couple of people maybe have it in them.
Yeah, they will be able to get there. Looking at the times, they were so close to the 23s. Hopefully, they were just sandbagging a bit.
Yeah. Well, most of them had their medium tires on, so you never know. Maybe a couple of people are gonna chuck on the softs. We'll see.
And it'll be very interesting to see what our host does, because it's nice to see him joining in.
Yeah, finally Jason getting involved.
It's gonna be a good one to watch. Is the sound a bit better now, Richard? So we got JC about to come across the line. Let's see what the first lap's gonna be. In the stealth tune RPM Motors McLaren. 24/7, not a bad time to start up.
Good stuff.
Endron pops in second, Bottas in third. Henry Roux in the Z4, Transtech Z4. Looking very nice with that livery.
Yeah, love that skin. That's a great skin. Oh, Mike McGear and Grobler are very, very close to each other.
Wow, look at those times, amazingly close.
Oh, and then, as we say that.
Robert Williams just smashed that with a 24-1, great lap by him.
Yeah,
he's bailing on that. Let's head back with Henry.
Yeah, you see, I'm telling you, might get somebody just sneaking into the 23s.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a 23. Come on, we need to see a 23. Look at Henry Roux, about 6/10 up on his PB now.
Oh, he just lost a bit there through.
He gains it all back.
Yeah, clearways, he got it. Nice, that should put him up almost into the 25s.
Nice.
Oh, close.
Very close to 25.
We'll give him a 26 dead on that one.
Yeah. Let's take a look at McGear. Is he going again? Yep, look at that. The sole Nissan in this championship, I think. I don't think there are many people driving it.
That's odd. It used to be an exceptionally popular vehicle.
I think the BOP was very much influenced that choice.
Our esteemed leader tonight, Bash, was saying actually his times. You said you were testing at Barcelona, and you pretty much got identical lap times with every vehicle.
Yeah, on Barcelona at least, and even the other few tracks. Oh, Mike's gone farming there. Yeah, it was pretty much even on lap times with all the cars. Just the Porsche that I can't drive. But that's, yeah.
And the Ferrari.
And the Ferrari, yeah. Let's jump on board with Jason, see what he's doing. Look at that, 7/10 up almost.
Hey.
That should give him a 24, hopefully, if he finds a little bit more time. Yep. Oh, he runs a bit wide there. Still maintained it, though. I wonder if he got
Still
a
likes
track
his
cap.
McLaren as well. Still liking his McLaren.
Yeah. But Robert Williams with his 24.1 is way ahead of the pack at the moment. So let's hope someone fills that spot between Williams and Krobler.
Well, we did see in practice a bunch of 24.3s and 24.2s, so
Hey,
these guys have
Hugo
certainly
DeWitt
got...
just put in a 24.5. Botma's done a 24.6. So yeah, they're getting closer.
Yeah, halfway through qualifying now, so I think the guys have put in a couple of banker laps, and now they're really going for it. Almost a second better, Jason.
24.9 from Jason there. Good lap.
Seeing a solid 10th place.
Yeah, this is also a track where you've got to push as hard as you can. You can't let go here.
Yep. Let's see, Williams, is he going to start another lap now?
Jump on board with Grobler at the moment.
Oh wow, 2 tenths up.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice, that could be a second position.
Yeah. And he's barely got half the lap done, so who knows? There's plenty more time for improvement here.
And it's awesome to see another McLaren.
Another McLaren, yeah, I was just about to say that. Stout tuned. RPM.
Hey, that was a car from last season.
Yep.
Yo.
Lost a bit of time through Dingledale. Actually lost it. Gaining it back now.
Yeah, did alright there through Sterling. Down clearways. Through the last corner. Oh, getting very close to the
Very
edge there.
close.
Love it.
Nice improvement, up to second.
Yeah.
Closing the
Good
gap
stuff.
on Williams.
Great lap there.
And look at that, he's almost a 10th up again. But Willie's tyres last for this lap though.
He's still there and thereabouts, just not getting the drive there down Cooper Straight.
Oh, I think his tyres are gone.
Yep. He's bailing out.
Oh, well, that was unfortunate. Look at Wesley Delport with the Mercedes. He's about to start a lap.
You definitely stay on board with Botus there. He was quite a bit up on his delta.
Okay, let's go.
Just starting the lap.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, he's lost it all though. He's lost it all. Still time for improvement.
Get a good exit here. Oh, he lost 2
2
tenths.
tenths.
3 tenths.
He's clawing it back down the straight though. He's clearly gone for a top end, yeah?
When he started the lap, he literally made 3 tenths up immediately.
Let's take a look at Robert Williams again. I think he's on the out lap.
Wesley Delport is 3 tenths better.
Let's look at him. Oh,
Getting a little bit of the grass. He held it.
Yeah, but he's still 5 tenths.
5 tenths up.
There we go. Oh, he's on it. Oh,
This is gonna be close.
Is this Delport? Wow, he's going to do well.
it's all down to this last corner. He keeps it in line.
3
Lost
tenths.
a little bit. There's time to be made there, Wesley.
Yep,
There's
he was
time to
almost
be
5 tenths up.
Nice.
Up into second.
made. He's got at least 2 tenths in him.
Oh,
Going drifting and then
yeah,
eating the
those
wheelies.
are the tires. They're only lasting the single lap on that car.
Yeah.
But I think he's shown he's got the pace to challenge Williams. If he can
Yeah,
get the lap
definitely.
together.
Williams not sitting on his laurels though. He's still out there.
Yep. He was about to start a lap when we switched. How's he doing? He's about 4 tenths
He's
down.
4 tenths down.
Let's have a look at Grobler again.
Yeah, no one at the moment seems to be on a particularly good lap. Jan Spammers is about the closest. He's only a tenth down.
Let's have a look at him. He's also in a stealth-tuned RPM Audi.
Yeah, just losing little bits and pieces here and there, or we could have gone way quicker through there.
JP Paul was quite quick in practice. I don't think he's got his lap in as yet. As we say that, look at it, he's going up on his Delta.
Nice, you got a great exit there.
This Porsche is quick in these straights, I know. Bongi was on my tail this entire race.
Oh, there we go again, 2/10 through there.
I find this corner, if you go in early and use the curb, obviously not the grass, but the curb, you can gain about 2/10 through there.
I was finding, to be honest, even putting a couple of wheels through the grass there, it didn't destabilize the car enough to throw you off. It's still legal.
I just don't want to. Yeah, okay.
So JP's got a lot of time in him. I think if he strings a lap together, he could challenge.
Yeah, he's got 2 minutes to do it though.
Time's running out. Oh, are we going to see action here in turn 1?
Oh!
Now that's quite an aggressive exit out the pit.
Yeah.
It's one way to warm your tyres.
So I think Williams has called it off and he's back into the pits.
Yeah, he's
Delport's done
observing
as well.
from on high.
I'm surprised Delport's called it time because he had quite a bit more time in the car on that lap.
Yes, especially also Christopher Botas. He had a lot of time to play with there.
Marius Meyer improved to 14th there, I saw.
Very nice.
It's a 19 strong field. That's awesome.
Oh, look at the livery on this Porsche. Very nice. Coronet breed.
Oh, very nice.
Looks like a GT3
We've had an
RS.
incident.
Whereabouts?
JC Grobler.
Oh,
No.
There was a coming together, him and JP Paul, unfortunately.
unfortunate. I don't think they both have time to come back in and repair. It's only 54 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think one was on an outlap, unfortunately, and didn't see. These things happen.
Times are very close though. Look at that. First to 19th, it's just what, 2.1 seconds? It's nothing.
That's
Very
close.
good.
That's very
First
good.
to 13th, 0.9 of a second.
Amazing.
Yeah, that is close. That indicates we're going to get some great racing in, I think. Well, Henry Roos doing it right now.
Let's have a look at him.
All the together.
In the Transtech BMW. I really like this livery. It's so simple,
Yeah, it's
so
probably-
elegant.
I think it's probably my favourite on the grid at the moment.
The Z4 for me is the surprise of the season.
Have to say that,
Because
yeah.
it's, I mean, Nick, you know, you're driving it. It's going great.
I've always
performance.
enjoyed driving it though. I think it's such an easy car to drive out the box,
Yes,
and
that's it.
it's just always lacked a bit on top end and grunt out the corners. But it's such a well balanced car that it's nice to see that they're back in the mix again.
Oh, look at him!
Oh,
He made up a bit of time there. I think 2/10 or
Did.
so. Got himself.
lost
to
about
16th.
in the grass.
And after
He took the quickest line. That's not bad. Taking the shortest line, shortest road to the finish line. So we have Robert Williams with pole position with the 24.1 that he did very early on quali. So he was leading this almost the entire session. Well done to him. Followed by Wesley Dalport and Grobler in third place. Very close behind the second and third. Yeah, so the rest of the field as well, all covered by 2.1 seconds.
Hang on, we've got Brett Lindsay Ray.
Is he still on the lap? Oh wow.
He's on a lap. He's a little bit up. Oh, he's lost a couple of tenths, unfortunately.
Oh, he's gained a lot here.
Oh, he's running wide.
Don't.
Oh no! He's made
That's
up about all.
Yeah, he's going to be up, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Oh, he just passed his
place. Unfortunately, he was going to gain about 2 tenths there.
So
see, people are congratulating each other about the times.
yeah, it was super close. I mean,
look what Jason says. What have I created?
Let us remember to remove our cars to the pits so that we don't cause any pile-ups. Should be a good race. Running through the grid, we have
I'm actually quite surprised at the diversity we have in terms of cars here. The Division 1 it was very Audi heavy, and here we've got.
I'm just
quite a,
looking at the tires. We've got soft tires from Williams, soft tires by Krobler, and the rest, and Mike McGeer on softs, and the rest seem to be on mediums. Oh, and Christo Bottas as well in softs. So
Nissan on softs.
Nissan on softs. Okay, our cars are all in the pit, so we are good, guys.
Okay, great. We're on board with Williams, right?
On board with Robert Williams.
Right. Okay.
Everyone's remembered the pace lap. That's good.
Yeah, that's great.
It's always funny to see someone shoot off. Now the warm-up lap. I see, obviously people are trying to warm their tires and stuff. Do you guys actually find it makes any difference whatsoever to weave about?
Yes, it makes a massive difference. Especially if you hold on to the brakes a bit and weave, you can get your tires to green by the start of the race. That's helped me a lot in quite a few of the races. Even this last race, where I was able to push Bongi a bit from the start because my tires were pretty much on green from the start of the lap.
You see, I think it must be that holding of the brakes or something that does it. Because certainly just weaving, I've never noticed it make more than a degree of difference.
For me, you have to do it. I have to do it so that it gets some temp in it.
Although having said that, there are very few guys here that are weaving around.
Yeah. Well, I think Williams and Krobler and the rest of the guys on softs really don't want to. I think they're going to be trying to keep as much as temperature out of the tires as possible. One slide on this lap and they're going to have a problem, in my opinion. Soft tires, it's a bit of a risk unless they're going to do a two-stop strat. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out.
Yeah, a two-stopper obviously works quite well in the GP series because your tires get changed so quickly.
And we're off.
Yeah, we go. We're off.
Williams with a great start. Ooh, and
Krobler is right on
all over the back.
Is he going to make a move up the inside? Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Jadwat's
gone wide. He's going to bleed positions.
Lost 3.
Oh, this is going to be...
Time now.
He's losing another one there to Botma.
Yeah, too wide.
When it starts with one, it just carries on.
Yep.
This is a great racing, and look how close the pack is.
Absolutely. Look at Mike McGeer challenging.
With the Nissan.
Challenging.
With the Nissan in the middle.
And then we have the Porsche of JP Paul trying to go up the inside of the Audi.
Endron's got a good run, I think. He's got a good exit.
Let's go on board with him. But he's got no chance against that Nissan on that straight. I'm sorry. Look at that. Who's that? That Jason Alden Jones. Look at him up in 12th, yeah?
Our fearless leader. Clearly just biding his time a little bit, I think. Waiting to see if there's going to be any carnage.
And probably going through his mind, I have to do 62 laps of this?
We're in for a treat tonight, guys. I can tell you that. Look at just the start of the race tells you we're in for a treat. Mike McGeer challenging Wesley Dalport now.
It's going to be interesting.
Wesley actually challenging Botma.
Lindsay Ray's gone up a couple of places. I think somebody's falling back.
Back with Spammers
And
Botma. They may have had an incident. Oh, Dalport looking up the inside. Oh, he's run wide
on the Lambo. But he's got the inside line for the next corner. Oh, a bit of contact.
Touch.
That's going to give Mike McGeer the run.
There's McGeer. He's right there.
He's gone past. Taking advantage while he can. Oh, look at that. Who's that? Oh, this is going to be carnage. Oh,
there's a lot of...
There are about 3 guys involved in that, unfortunately.
Yeah, 2 Oaks running in there.
Unfortunately, I think Governor lost it there as he was coming out of the turn.
Yeah. He's took a few guys with him.
Oh, and Walker's one of them. That's quite
shame.
That is unfortunate. Hopefully he sticks it out. It's still a long time to race.
Yeah, it's only lap 2.
And anything can happen.
Mike McGeer's got past Botma. Look at that. Mike McGeer's on fire. Number 69, Nissan.
It just needs to consider the weight and just drive the car.
Yeah, remember he's on soft tires as well. So,
oh yes.
So he's gonna have
be strong now.
Yeah, a lot of pace now. Let's see how they last though. Williams done the quickest lap of the race, the 25.4. He's about
on the softs as well.
He's also on the softs, yes. He's about a second ahead of Krobler, also on softs.
You see, this is interesting stuff because now you got guys on different strategies, and that always makes for a great race. The Division 1's super boring. Everyone's on the mediums.
Yeah. I must admit, this is a bit more exciting.
We don't have the imagination to try different strategies there.
We all just want to, do the best we can.
How dare we? How dare we?
So the closest look at this battle, Mayor versus Spammers.
Oh yeah, that's. I think Mayor just got past. I mean, sorry, Spammers just got past.
Yeah, I think
Brent Lindsay Ray's made up quite a few positions. He's
look
at 8th.
At that, yeah.
And he's challenging. He's only 7/10 behind JP Paul.
I've always noticed that when the race
look
comes...
at this. We've got a train here.
Say that train. Yeah.
When the race comes, this is where the more...
That BM's gonna go up the inside. Both are... Oh, single down.
Close.
Brilliant move.
Nicely
Brilliant
done.
move.
Oh, someone's off at the back there. Who's that? That's a red line. Christo Bottas.
Christo Bottas, yeah. Yep. I think he just lost the back end. Jason Holden Jones coming exceptionally close to hitting him.
I think this is the closest race on track at the moment. Actually, Dalport is pretty close to Botman. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah. Oh, and he's got a good drive as well. He's got a good drive out of here. Going around the outside is going to be brave. I don't think he's got it. Oh, forcing his way up the inside. That was a great move.
Nice.
Well done.
Did we say Botma was on softs as well? If I'm not mistaken.
I can't tell, unfortunately.
Williams setting a great pace up front, 25.1. He's about a second faster than the guy chasing him.
Yeah, 2 seconds ahead as well.
Let's head back to the Rob Walker, Mayer, and Ranchot battle. Rob's got a great slip here. Is he gonna try? No, he backs out of it early. And behind that we can see Endron Governor closing up on Botha.
Enron, I think, had that spin.
Yeah, he did.
So obviously a bit out of position. So he's going to be looking to carve his way back through the field.
Yeah, should be exciting for us.
All the way at the back, 19th.
He had that off at Dingledale. I'm not sure if he got damaged there.
Gosh.
Let's go on board with Robert Walker.
Now, if you were Rob, where would you be looking to overtake here, Bash?
I think turn 2, turn 3, probably his best opportunity. I don't think the Audi's got the legs to give that Lambo a good run on the straights. Pretty much even machinery there, so he's gonna have to give it a bit of a dive in turn 1, turn 2. I think a good exit here where he can close up and pop one on the inside. Turn 2 and turn 3 is his best opportunity. But he needs to watch out behind him because Botha's right on his tail right now. Let's go on board with Botha. See how much he's closed up. Very nice.
Doing very well in that BM.
Oh, Henry Roux is also. Oh, another spin! Oh, this.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
On board there for that. Unfortunately, bit of carnage there.
Yeah, just getting caught up there.
So they've lost a position to Endron in all of that.
Lindsay Ray is only now 0.3 behind JP Paul.
Let's have a look. Whoa, he's right there. There's a move gonna come now.
Go for a move.
Oh, that's a brave place to make a move. He's backed out of it.
That's out of it wisely, I think.
But hang on. He's got a great run out of Clark, all the way down.
The Porsche goes defensive. Is he gonna pop it in?
He's gonna get
go
a good
for it.
Run. Go for it.
Send it.
Oh, he's
well done.
That was a door slammed shut.
Yep.
I see what you mean, Bash. You can't mess with that Porsche's power.
Hey, he's got a good run here, but JP's giving him the inside line, but it's too. Oh, but JP's run wide. Has he got it? He's got it.
Oh, good move.
But that Porsche, let's see now what the Porsche can do in the straight.
Go defensive. Put your car in the middle. Put your car in the middle.
And the Porsche got the inside line.
He's shown him. Oh, just a love tap. Just a love tap. It's fine. It's fine. This is a proper ding-dong battle right here.
Yeah. This battle. This battle's gonna allow Jason to close up. Look at Jason there, hovering in 9th position. Spammers right on breed. That Porsche is very interesting. Reminds me of the GT3 RS's.
From a few years ago,
yeah,
they
the
certainly
997
had a colour scheme. Yeah. They did that odd sort of blue and orange combo and that kind of thing. Porsche using its straight line speed great effect there to pull a bit of the gap
Look
out.
at the gap that he pulled out, it's amazing.
JP Paul looks like he's got back past. This is
the closest battle on track. Let's stick with this for a bit. They're having one hell of a ding dong.
I tell you what, it's definitely a skill to be able to battle like this safely and
see, Christo Bottas has dropped quite far back. I think he probably had to have an early pit with that off that he had. Potential damage there. So I think that's probably ended his run. Let's see what he can do from that far behind. But I think it's very early to have made a pit. Oh, he's in the pits again.
He's back in the pits again. Yeah.
He's in the pits.
So,
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's having a really horrible race.
Yeah, he possibly
Oh,
forgot
contact!
to
No.
Ooh.
I don't know how,
no.
Brent.
I think he's got too brave on the brakes there,
Yeah.
and just unsettled the car. Got very lucky not to make contact.
Bit of relief for Paul.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a gap now. Let's go back to spammers and bleed. Oh, spammer's gone wide. That's all his hard work undone. Has to start from scratch again and build up.
Meanwhile, up front, Robert Williams has definitely pulled out a decent
Wow,
6
he's
second,
got
or
6
6
seconds
second
on.
lead.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's
With JC
consistent.
Grobler in second and Hugo de Wit third.
Very nice.
That's pretty.
Yeah, those two are trading lap times. Yeah, I've noticed that Hugo's probably catching Grobler at about a 10th of the lap.
Top 3 in this division make it through to Division 1 as well. So everything's
so there's
played
a lot
for.
on the line.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
McGear just needs to find some more pace and catch Hugo.
But excellent drive from Robert
Oh,
Williams
but
thus far. I mean, he's pulling out that gap. Class.
What happened to Grobler though? He's suddenly only 0.3 ahead.
Oh, he's made a mistake. Let's have a look there.
Must have made a mistake.
This could be a battle now.
Yeah. Red Line Racing versus RPM.
And now it's podium positions.
Too good.
Oh,
teams
who's off
battling
there?
up.
Is that Williams? That Williams. Williams is
Oh
off.
my
Williams.
gosh, he's lost it.
No ways. He was running so consistently as well. He's fallen all the way
It's a
down to
commentator's curse. We were on him for that long period, just praising him. Sorry, Robert.
fourth. We weren't even watching you, but we were talking about you.
So the
That
battle
car-
for second is now the battle for first.
First, now.
And look at
now
who's
the
there in
stakes are
third
high.
place. Mike McGear, ready to pick up the pieces.
And inherited a podium as well.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that's what consistency does for you. Not making mistakes gains you positions.
It's really, I feel really bad for Robert there. Probably the
Yeah,
soft tires may have played a part in that. It's
You think
about
they're going off?
It's about time they go off now, especially considering the lap times he was putting in.
I think also that's the Lambo. That thing can just spit you out if you get something wrong.
Yeah.
That car's like the Ferrari. If you don't get it 100% correct, especially mid-turn.
Yeah, it's a very tricky animal.
But he's only 4.6 seconds behind, so
Yeah, let's see if he can recover. I mean, we'll have to see. Still quite some time to go. And
I think the point you mentioned, the soft tires, I think that's going to be a downfall from here onwards.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how many laps the soft
Because
tires
he's
were lasting on the
he's
BM and it
actually
wasn't much.
driving a lot slower now. He's dropping back.
is that Williams?
He's now almost 5 seconds behind.
Well, he would have cooked his tires properly, so that's
Yeah,
going
with
to
that
take
spin will take a
while.
bit of time to get back. But he's right
And-
on the tail of Mike McGear now.
Mike.
Yeah, this should be turn into a good battle.
And I tell you what, it's a bit early for him to be making a pit stop to switching to mediums till the end of the race. So
Yeah, he probably needs to go to about lap 22 before he can do that. I think the
Yeah,
medium
agreed.
tires will probably only last about 40 laps or so.
and then you're going to be coming really to the end of their lifespan.
Mark, did you notice that this Lambo's got a S duct in front? I only noticed that today.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, have a look at the front of this car.
Yeah, and at the bottom of the bumper.
Yeah, but it goes right through to the bonnet.
Oh yeah, I noticed that when it came out.
I only noticed that today.
Gosh. It's right there by McGear now.
Yeah, he's right on him.
And I mean, Williams is only.
And I think the both of them are actually closing in on Hugo, because it's now down to 2.9 for Mike McGear. I think it was up to 5 seconds at one point.
Williams then bringing out the best in McGear. Bit of pressure, and suddenly.
Yeah, suddenly he's had to put his foot down.
Along.
What car was Langerveld in on Monday?
On the Lambo as well, I believe.
Lambo.
I definitely think the Lambo is the strongest car, yeah. In amongst these drivers.
I'd say, based on the results from Monday, that possibly the BM might be the strongest car.
Oh yeah, definitely. But but that Lambo was pretty impressive.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I think Jason's got the BOP pretty much spot on this season. All the cars are pretty much evenly matched.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really good.
To see.
Oh, he's run wide.
Oh, hang on. This could be a tactic.
Is he think he's gonna pop in front three? It was too far back, yeah. Endron's past Mayer for 13th place.
Yeah, he's recovering well now.
Yeah.
And he's got 12th in his sights. Looks like Ranshod.
Oh, Bottas is disconnected. Unlucky, man.
First disconnect of the evening on lap 14.
Let's head on board with Spammers, who's chasing Breed yet again. I think these guys are having a race-long battle so far. Nice to see. It's all about the fight.
Yeah, you see them close that Audi closes up the gap through the corners, but coming out the drive of the Porsche is just, you can't do anything.
Delport's dropping back.
Oh.
He's in the pit.
DNF.
No.
Oh no.
Unfortunate for him, but everyone else gets a promotion.
Yep. Here's a battle again. Look at that. He's caught up to Rancho very quickly here.
Yeah.
Is he gonna have a go?
Making a great recovery drive. Let's see how he tackles this one. And keep in mind, Hugo de Wit is only 0.8 now behind Grobler.
Oh, it's run wide.
Oh,
is he gonna go up the inside? Yep.
Oh, must do. Into turn 2. Here we go. Gotta be. Make it stick.
Made it stick.
Yes.
Oh, he's running around the outside with the. He had to back off there.
Let's open the door a bit for Mayer as well. Let's see what he can do.
Oh, someone's gone off.
Henry's gone off, I think, with the Transtech BMW. Unlucky for him. Let's head back to Brent Lindsay Ray fighting Jason Holden Jones. Oh, Botma's gone off, I think.
Be a good one.
Botma's gone off. He was running in 5th, I think, wasn't he? Well, let's go back to
yeah,
Brent.
I think so. And Jason, as you say, Jason gained a place there and has caught.
He's caught up right up to Brent Lindsay Ray.
Yeah.
By the look of Williams' time, it doesn't look like he's got any damage, so he got lucky with that off in turn 1. Seemed to have recovered quite nicely, and he's just half a second behind McGear now, who's in turn closing the gap to Hugo.
Hugo seems to be closing up to Hobla and then backing off again. It's an interesting battle that's going on. I'm not sure what happens when he gets, because he gets within about 3/10 and then suddenly he falls back to about a second again.
Probably understeering and slip or something of the sort. I wonder what tires he's running.
Well, I mean, Grobla's on the softs and still.
I'm actually surprised that these guys are going so long on softs.
must have found something we don't know. But I mean, Grobler's 6/10 down on his delta.
I really hope they don't do 2 stops. It's going to be interesting to see from lap 20 what's going to happen.
Hugo's showing he's got a lot of pace in that car. I think if he manages to get past, he'll be able to pull away.
Yeah, he's certainly looking quick behind JC.
But it's one thing catching, another thing passing on this track.
You would know.
Very difficult.
Extremely, yeah.
But the close racing itself here is just so hard racing. I find an adrenaline rush.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a pleasure to watch.
Like, it's not great for overtaking, but the actual adrenaline you get from the racing, especially when everyone's bumper to bumper.
And especially when you're in the car.
Yeah.
There's no feeling like it.
I could imagine.
Oh, Botma's lost another place. Oh, what's happening there? Oh, Botha, sorry, not Botma.
He seems to be struggling with that BM. I wonder if he's tuned it to be a bit too tail happy.
But I think he got caught up in that accident on this particular corner.
Damage.
I'm pretty sure he must have some damage because he was right.
The rear of the car looks pretty bad.
Is it? We haven't looked at Arno van Mansberg yet. Let's take a look at what he's doing. He's running in 16th place in the Porsche.
Another good livery on that Porsche.
Looks very neat, yeah.
Seems to be running pretty good lines as well.
Very nice, yeah. Very smooth. Bit of a lock up there.
What if he's got his ABS set?
Hugo's gotten past Krobler. Unfortunately off camera there.
Touched the grass somewhere, definitely.
He's dropped too far back for it to be just a racing incident.
Yeah, there must have been an issue of some kind there, but now we get to see what Hugo can really do.
And look at that, Mike McGear's dropped Williams. Williams was right on Mike McGear's tail, but is now 6 seconds behind.
Oh, must have been another mistake.
He must be smiling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at his time, he's done a 25.9.
Yeah, matching Hugo.
So he can do it, definitely. And Williams is at 25.6.
I tell you what, as I say, it's all about consistency. So far,
Whoa!
Oh,
that's cost him the race, I think.
Yeah, that's JC off.
Is he on softs?
I think he was on softs, yeah.
Yes, he was.
He's buggered them up now.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh dear.
They're gone.
Pit now, JC. Pit now.
Yes, to still do the end of the lap. Whoa, don't come back! Whoa, that was dangerous.
Whoa.
Goodness.
People need to watch it when they come back on.
Yeah, that's a real shame. Oh, he's no.
His tires are really gone.
So close again.
And
rejoin safe. Rejoin safe. Come on.
Yeah, I think he's found a gap to
the
rejoin.
carnage that's been happening. I see Governor, who was pretty much all the way at the back, is now up to 10th.
Amazing, yeah. McGear's up into 2nd place now, benefiting from all the carnage around him. Look at him running
on the soft tire.
Yeah, but
remember that.
Look at his deltas. He's running pretty much on par with his PBs. Actually green at the moment, so He's managing this race very well.
Very experienced man. He's been with us for quite some time.
Yep.
Like I was going to say earlier, always during the races when you see the more experienced drivers, they always shine.
The calm head. Yeah, that experience just brings that calm head where you can think clearly and not get caught up in the moment.
Krobler's having to repair damage and change his tires. I think he may just be able to squeeze to the end on mediums if he goes mediums. But it's going to be a bit rough. He's going to have to look after them quite a bit.
Yes, he has come out on the mediums.
Yeah, I hope he recovers to a reasonable position. Shane.
Yeah, he was doing very well.
It's never pleasant. Yeah.
I think he could do 42 laps, or 41 laps on the mediums.
Yeah, it should do.
Yeah, it'll be tight, but
it will be doable, especially with the McLaren being so good on tires. It should be.
Other people's misfortunes are kind of the only ways I think he's going to move up.
Yeah, look, I think his chances of a victory are, but let's take a look at that.
Oh, I really hope he's not doing a two-stopper.
We'll have to see what tires he jumps on. But look
it's very rare where two-stoppers work.
I think he was carrying a damage or something because he dropped quite far behind Mike McGeer at one stage. Who's this behind?
He's come out in 11th. Must be Ranshot behind him.
Can you tell what tires is on, Mark?
No, I can only see from 15th, from us to 15th.
Okay.
He's on mediums.
Mediums, okay. So he should also potentially go to the end.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure that must be his plan. If he was two-stopping, he would have put softs on.
Yeah. Mike's dropped back. He's in the pits.
Interesting. Oh, because he was on the softs as well,
yes.
I wonder if anybody else is going to be doing softs at the end. So I wonder how many of these guys are going to try to go to lap 40 and then
go softs. Yeah. Very interesting. Nice to see split strategies like this, though. And he's going to come back out.
Lindsay Ray now up into third because of that pit stop.
And Lindsay Ray is right on the tail of JP Paul.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This was a good DAS earlier on.
It was, yeah.
That multicolored Porsche certainly standing out. You're not going to miss that.
Definitely.
The top
Black
three
Widow Racing, I believe. Look at it pull away on the straights. It's gone. But in the corners you see the the Audi a lot more nimble and close up.
Yeah, I don't know how to drive that Porsche at all.
Yeah, I also don't.
I'm going off every turn.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of driver to drive those things.
Agreed.
I'm not one of them.
Yeah, neither am I.
Oh, good friend Gabriel, he seems to love it though.
But he's just special.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't win the championship. I'm sure he won.
He did, yes.
He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just because otherwise it would have been too easy.
Yep. Who have we not looked at? We haven't spent much time on. Oh, someone's lagging very badly here. Spammers. I hope he parks it. Oh, look at that. He's gonna cause carnage.
What's going on here?
Right, spammers with the lag.
Holden Jones is now up into 5th because of the pit stops.
Yeah. But where
Someone's gone off.
Where is Spammers?
That spam is just
That guy is
spawning
all
in.
over the show.
All over the place.
Oh, he's gonna cause.
Listen, I think you should kick, eh? Because it's getting
But
pretty close to other.
I don't think we can kick.
Can't we?
Uh-uh.
Woo, it's close.
It's gonna be carnage.
Holden Jones got fourth there merely because of lag.
No, I think he was behind Brent Lindsay Ray. Lindsay Ray's got Lindsay Ray's got second from Paul. So that happened off camera, unfortunately.
I wonder if that's brought Jason in. I wonder if he's bailed on the...
Yeah, probably
Jason's
trying
in
the
the pits.
undercut.
Oh, and he missed his pit box as well.
Oh.
McGear's in the pits. Why is Mike McGear in the pits?
Did he just pit? Yeah.
But that McLaren looks very damaged, eh?
Jason, he clipped the pit entry.
Oh.
Oh no! I hope he could change his settings in time.
I'm sure you would have. He's very experienced. Hopefully.
Why is Mike pitting again though? I don't understand why Mike's pitting again.
Is that Mike? Oh my gosh!
I have no idea.
He was on. He was on the softs, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think Jason just kicked spammers as well.
I think that's why he pitted. So that is multitasking of note.
And he didn't repair the car.
Yeah, I see that wing. The wing is
Still
all
looks
over the
fully
place.
damaged. Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, the admin duties came first for Jason. So, yeah. Unlucky. There's action right here now. There's a whole bunch of cars all fighting for, what's this, position number 11. There's a huge gap between P9 and P11.
Wow.
I think that's the spammer's void.
Yeah. The gap's closed right back up again. So yeah.
We've still got 16 drivers in it.
Still 16. But yeah, as you say, Jason Holden Jones' wing is bent quite badly.
Yeah, that's unlikely to improve his handling.
That's the shock of the night now.
Corne Breed is right on the back of Governor.
Look at that.
Who's up to fifth? Govinder's in fifth.
Wow. Yep. He was at the back.
Change, eh?
Look at the power of that Porsche.
You need to give up.
He might even be looking at an overtake move into the last corner. Ooh. That was a bit of a slide, I think.
Yeah.
Right on the edge. The tire must be red now.
Yeah, pulled it back though, good man.
Yeah, he held it very nicely there.
Yeah, I was going to say down this straight is possibly an overtaking move or opportunity for that Porsche once he takes it out of the grass. You can't go quicker there.
Let's head on board with Williams, who's recovering.
Yep.
Down in 8th.
Yeah,
All
it's
over the back of Mayer.
such a good lead at one point.
Oh, Mayer let him through there.
They were fighting for position. I wonder why that happened.
I really would like to know what happened with McGear.
Yeah, I think we need to find out from him after the race because he's put probably about 2 laps before that, the second stop. And that totally killed his race now.
There's no chance. Why? Maybe he forgot to put tires or fuel in.
I'm sure he would have set up his pits before.
Like that.
Well, it's stranger things have been known to happen, but.
Check the gap between Hugo de Wit and Brent Lindsay Ray.
Wow, 23 seconds.
Hugo's on fire now.
Yeah. I think Hugo showed a lot of pace when he was following JC. So he's putting it to use
see
now.
The car was a lot faster.
Yep.
And this, I think, is maybe second or third season of this Audi as well. He's very much used to this car.
Is it? Okay.
coming up to lap people as well.
Yeah, that's Jason Holden-Jones ahead of him.
With no aero.
Saying that, looks like Jason Holden-Jones is about to catch and try to pass Botha. Maybe it made that McLaren a bit faster in the straight line to have a bent wing.
I tell you what, that Audi is looking so planted, so solid right now.
Yeah, Hugo's driving very well. Very smooth, very composed.
This car and this track, in terms of handling, it's so well matched.
And look at that, he's only 2/10 off his best lap, so he's super consistent.
He hasn't pitted yet, hey?
I haven't seen him pit now.
I think he was on the mediums as well.
Did Brent pit?
No, that was both. Yeah, Brent also hasn't pitted, so that gap is a true gap from first to second.
Wow, that's impressive.
He's pulled that out quickly as well. Hey? That was only in a few laps.
Yeah.
Where did he begin?
Hugo was in sort of third or fourth.
Yes, I think you're right. I think he was fourth.
Botha's in the pits with the BMW.
Yeah, Hugo definitely showing it's not necessarily all about your qualifying, your hot lap pace. Your race pace is obviously the biggest part. Sure, you got to be able to get past, but you know, take a couple of tenths knock on your qualifying if you're going to be hugely quick in the race. I've got to say I've been really enjoying the tracks the GT series has had this year.
Yeah.
Looking at the calendar, they're really nice.
They are. They suit the cars quite nicely. Who have we lost now? Have we lost someone else?
Still, yeah, I think so, because we had 16 and now it looks like we got a gap. I'm not sure who's disconnected.
Govinder's off.
Oh, that's a shame.
And he was doing so well.
Oh, because it was an amazing recovery drive.
I think it was the best recovery drive of the lot. So we got 15 drivers still in it. Everyone's done very well halfway through the race, and no one's done any unexpected braking on the main straight.
JP Paul coming, JP Paul coming out the pits here.
Let's have a look at JP Paul.
This comes out in 7th.
There's that BMW in front. I still like that livery. Hugo's in the pits. I think he bailed out of traffic there. Let's see if he hits his marks. Very nice.
He must definitely, yeah, that's definitely medium tire.
Oh,
one stop.
is that Entrance joined again?
Yeah, this pit lane is really difficult to hit your marks. I certainly noticed a massive bump in my pit box that kept throwing me out. Oh, rejoining together. Oh goodness, here we go.
Let him go, let him go. Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. Is that Williams right behind Hugo?
Whoa, that's a train.
Oh no, it's not. It's
Bothman. He's just gone past. He's just carving through some back markers.
Bothman was also on soft tires. I wonder what he pitted for.
Brent's still running around on his mediums. Now with a 12-second advantage over Hugo, so really, once Sprint does his pit stop, he should be slotting back into second.
Although, has Botma done his pit?
I haven't seen him come in.
Williams has gotten past Breed. And Mayer. Has Breed gone off or Breed's in the pits?
I think he's in the pits. Oh, he's also missed his marks. I'm telling you, this pit lane is evil.
Yeah. Extremely bumpy, so you need to...
Yeah, you got to brake way early.
Yeah.
Especially as you're going to be coming in on worn tyres. Which does make a difference.
The best way to get into that pit is when you've lost the back end and then you come into the pits.
Jason gaining a position because of that as well. So Breed back now out in 12th.
I wonder if Jason still needs to stop again, considering he didn't have time to change anything on the previous one.
Well, he may not have fixed his damage, but I would assume he would have put tyres on. I assume his strategy would have had that planned. I'd be more worried about fuel.
Brent's going into the pits now, yeah.
So you got the Vits now doing mid-25s.
Nice laps.
I mean, he's very close to his delta at the moment.
How did Dortmund catch up so quickly?
We're not sure if he put it as yet.
We don't think he's pitted.
Okay.
So
Williams back in third.
Yeah, that's a good recovery.
And he did definitely, he put the medium tyres on.
Yeah, Williams did.
Oh yes, he's running late. He's running long, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's going to gain a lot of positions now, but it'll be interesting towards the end of the race when his tyres are, 10, 15 laps older than everyone else's.
I think the gap's a bit too big for him to recover, to be honest. And we can see that Hugo's driving very well with very consistent laps. I think 12 seconds.
He's already gained.
Unfortunately, the field's spread out quite a bit. The closest battle is Jason Alden-Jones and Robert Walker.
Yeah.
Jason with his wonky wing.
Let's have a closer look at that wing. Oh, his windscreen's damaged as well.
Go on board, is he steering straight?
Let's take a look.
Oh, that is not a pleasant view.
Yeah, it's still straight. Sure.
That's lucky, but he's still going to be struggling to see.
He must be struggling, yeah.
That car doesn't look balanced. Not after that damage.
He's soldering on though. I mean, I don't think, it doesn't look like he's going to come in and fix the damage.
No. He's taking the medium, might as well just continue. But he's doing 27 now, he was doing low 26s.
And of course there's no points here for fastest lap. take us on board with Hugo. I'd like to see what lines he's running. So if we can go inside. Yeah.
Ah, great.
Awesome.
Perfect. Perfect
There we
starting
go.
point.
It's down into the first corner. He's keeping wide, getting his brakes. Nice. Braking point, nice.
Did a 25.4 in the previous lap. Wortman's in the pits.
Okay, so that was close because of
So
the
Williams up to second.
fantastic. Great recovery from Williams.
See, Hugo's using all the track, hitting those markers. He's interesting line he's taking through Surtees. You see, everyone has their almost own distinct line through that corner. If you watch Jim Clark in Division 1, his line's very different to even to myself, and we're in the same car even. Yeah, this Audi's looking very composed throughout the lap.
Yeah, look at his inputs, how smooth they are. I think he's well under control.
Yeah. And that smoothness is what's got him the lead. No doubt about it.
And it's 15 seconds now, so somewhere in there 3 seconds has been found. And Bot must come out right behind Mike McGear.
That was a much better turn one.
All the way up to sixth again.
Now, despite pitting twice, Mike somehow managed to hang on there.
Yeah, one can be their own demise very quickly on this track.
Marius May is in the pits now from 5th place.
So we've got Brent Lindsay up to third.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that delta with interest between Lindsay and Brent Lindsay and William.
Yeah, Hugo's leaving William behind.
Yeah, he's opening up that gap nicely.
Done like 4 seconds in 4 laps.
Yeah, this looks like a metronome right now.
Yeah, he's in the groove. His lines are perfect. Oh.
Slightly clipping the grass as you said that.
I think we should change views.
Yeah.
Oh, shame. Let's not jinx it for him.
Yeah. Let's have a look at Henry in the BM challenging the Porsche of, I don't know.
He's joined.
Best looking car in
Yeah, Govinder's
field.
rejoined at the back.
Good man. Not giving up.
Yeah, well done to him for that.
Yeah.
Just having fun now.
Yeah, that's true sportsmanship right there.
With 26 laps left, and he's got 54 seconds to cut. 54 seconds gap between himself and Henry Roux.
Whoa! Caught up a lot of time in the brakes there. Thought he wasn't gonna brake.
He's tired of this Porsche and it's a good drive out the corners. Now we'll get to see how Henry battles it out. Where is he thinking to make a move? You can't imagine he's going to have much of an opportunity until the end of the lap.
I think
It's got to be turn 2 if you're
it's gonna have to be,
yeah. Because the Porsche is just going to pull away from him now.
and he's got to force an error.
Despite being yeah, agreed. Gonna have to stick with him through those corners.
Corne Breed is right up to Marius Meyer now. So this should be a good battle, the Audi versus
Breed's
the
just
Lambo
pitted.
versus.
So is Mayer though, hey?
Both
they
of them,
should
yeah.
be both on.
Both of them
on
have
new tyres.
pitted, and yeah, this should be a good fight for position.
And Breed is certainly
he's got a better run out there. Is he gonna try?
Would have been brave, but
Yeah, just slack off.
He chose to be safe.
now if I was in the Porsche here, this is your time. Down this long straight, surely.
Oh gosh.
Just got to be closer through that turn.
But you can see that May is feeling a bit of pressure.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Taking the defensive
Nice
line.
defensive line. Yeah.
Yes. This could be a good line, yeah.
So he knows that corner is there.
Yeah, he needs to be tight through here, tight to the bumper.
Taking the wider line.
Taking a wide line, yeah.
Oh, and he got a much better exit there. He's right on the bumper.
It's over. It's over for May, I think.
No, man needs to go defensive. He's not gone defensive early enough.
He needs to park it in the middle of the track.
That's it.
Hey.
Too late.
Oh, he backed out.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
know. I don't know how that didn't end up being a maneuver there.
He's probably enjoying it too
good
much. He doesn't want it to end.
Yeah.
Kane, got to keep tight through here. No, he's run wide there. Wide on the exit entry, I mean. Henry Roos still trying to get past von Mansberg.
Let's have a look at that.
It's dropped back a small amount. He made a mistake there through turn 2. So unfortunately nothing doing. I imagine he's going to catch up again pretty quickly through the twisty section. Corne Breed has now also fallen back to 8/10.
He's fallen back a bit, but saying that he's closing in again.
I mean, he was 7.5 tenths going into that corner behind, and now he's 5.5. That's 2 tenths down the straight. But that Porsche is quicker.
That's a lot of time.
Oh, someone had a bit of a moment there. Who was that? It was a McLaren. Someone's off at the back.
Yeah, I heard the engine die down.
Interestingly, Governor is actually catching.
That was Krobler.
Rue.
Krobler again.
Shame. He's had
I
a
think he's probably
turret time.
Yeah. From leading. He had a solid lead at one point.
He also came back out to mediums.
But I think he had a bit of a moment and it's probably overheated these tires. Because he's not on the gas at all. This pedal's heated up again.
4 seconds behind.
Oh, Jason's recovered to 8th. Fantastic. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, another man who's not going to give up.
Yeah, he'll drive that car even with the steering to the skew. He'll drive it.
And 3 wheels.
And even Endrin, look at that, the gap between him and Henry's come down by almost 10 seconds already.
Yep.
Oh,
There's still 22 laps to go. Long way.
Yeah, guys with never say die attitudes here. That was awesome.
that's how it should be. The race ends
Absolutely.
when the checkered flag drops.
Bothma
Unfortunately,
catching Mike McGear.
Say again?
Bothma is catching Mike McGear.
Let's have a look at that.
It's 4 tenths between them. Mike having done 2 pit stops, if memory serves.
Yes, he did.
Still up in 5th though. And Breed's got past Mayer. Breed has got past Mayer.
That happened off camera. But you could see that Mayer was feeling a bit of pressure, so that probably happened at turn 2.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Now it's Mayer's turn to put the pressure on Breed. So
yeah, he needs to use that Lambo through the corners, which should be a bit quicker than that Porsche. Have to bide his time down the straight. I mean, look at that down the straight.
It's just opened up that
There's
gap.
that. Yeah, that's that 2/10 we were talking about. Bothma's now 3/10 behind. He's going through turn 2, keeping it nice and tight. Mike McGear is very defensive, which is good. He's keeping his line correct.
Oh, we got a bit of a slide there.
Time to see if Bothma can counter that, but that Nissan is still quick down the straights. I know we bang on about the Porsche, but that Nissan is no slouch.
Absolutely not.
Oh no, still one of the quickest. But the V10's not doing too bad.
These two are closing up on JP Paul by about a second a lap.
So possibly by about lap 50, they should be all on the bumper.
Let's just see the next lap what the gap is, but this past lap they closed up almost a second.
So while we're watching this battle unfold, Mark and Bash, you guys both have quite a bit of experience in sim racing. What would you say is the key to running a good championship? As a driver, obviously.
Just consistency and being there, not quitting when things don't go your way, and enjoying it when it...
Oh, speaking of...
Botman's run wide there, but he's kept it together.
Kept it all together. Did well there. So easy to spin in those sort of scenarios.
Jason Holden Jones is now fighting with Krobler. McLaren on McLaren crime.
McLaren on a slightly wonky McLaren.
I think that wonky wing is giving Jason some speed there.
Never knew a off-camber wing could help you out so much. There aren't any banked turns on this circuit.
Yeah, there aren't.
And Mark, from your side, any pearls of wisdom you'd like to share?
Well, first for me, I'd definitely say car choice. Do a thorough testing and go with what you feel you're most comfortable with. Not maybe downright pace. Something that you're comfortable with so you can be consistent with that car during the races. And I always like to practice more with the race than quali. Because once again, consistency, that always gets you places.
Yeah, I mean, the temptation, of course, with that is that, you know, the hot lap qualifiers come up so quickly on you that you're thinking, goodness, I need to make sure that I get in, you know, let alone look at my race pace. And I think a lot of people fall into that trap.
Oh, Krobler's gone wide.
Is Jason going to be able to capitalize though? This is not an easy
This
place
is
to
very
overtake.
close now.
It's a breakman turn. Someone's gone off, I hear engine.
Doesn't look like anyone's falling off.
Oh, okay.
I see Bothma's
Sounded
right
like-
behind McGear though. He's closed right back up again. Oh, he's
Oh,
all
he's
over
all
his
over,
bumper.
yeah.
He's absolutely all over his
In
bumper.
the slope. Oh, he's got a run, yeah.
They're ready.
He's already going for the
Ready.
inside.
Commit.
Oh, he backs out.
Oh. Gotta say, I think I would have gone for that.
Same, yeah.
Nice respect shown by both.
Yeah, you've always got to trust the guy you're dicing with. That if you throw a move like that, he's gonna give you the room, you know.
Yeah. You can never be selfish in racing conditions. You just can't. Being selfish will lead to a crash or some bump or something.
Yeah, you got to understand when you've lost the
Oh,
battle.
McGear's in the
Don't
pits
lose
again.
the war. Again.
That's his
No,
third
man.
pit.
Ach no.
What is he going for? The record?
That's a bit cruel.
Sorry, Mike. I do apologize.
Jeez, Nick.
I was just rooting for you so hard, yeah.
Well, that's given Ines Botma P5. He's 6 seconds behind JP Paul.
Oh, Innes has had a bit of a quiet race. I know he was battling with a couple of people, but and he had an incident in the beginning, if I remember. But since then, it's been fairly consistent and nice steady pace.
Let's go on board with Jason.
Holden
Paul.
Jones is, yeah, half a second.
Oh, that McLaren of JC is struggling.
See, I think Jason's just got a tactic here. He's keeping that gap small because he knows we're going to focus on him. And he just wants to hog all
There is
of the broadcast on.
He's going to make JC push too hard and then one wrong moment.
Mike McGear's come out just behind Mayer.
Up in front, we still have Hugo de Wit with a 20-second gap now over Williams. And
I tell you what, Hugo, he's still, look at his delta. That is bang on right there. Look at that.
Hugo's driving the
46
race of his
laps
life.
Absolutely. 46 laps in, and he's a 10th down on his best. That is how you win a race.
Yeah, there's the example for consistency.
Yep.
Mike McGear's got Mayer. And nicely defended as well. That fresh rubber is going to help him out.
But I wonder what strategy that was. Soft so.
I think there must have been a bugger up somewhere, like Nick said earlier on.
Yeah.
Because that
Although
strategy makes no sense.
McGear's on softs, eh?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he's running a
Look at the
three
gap.
stints.
Something's happened to Williams.
28 seconds now. Brent Lindsay Ray getting there, 3.5 seconds behind.
and closing it.
So the battle for second has hotted up, thank God. So the podium positions now is going to be a fight. Jason
still putting the pressure.
still
half a
piling the
second.
pressure.
And they did a 26.6 with a broken wing.
And some traffic. Henry Roux Russell back them up. Always opportunities for overtakes.
Oh, this is going to play into Jason's hands. It's a bit
Henry's
too far
pulled over
behind.
very kindly.
Nicely done, Henry.
Very
Well
kindly.
done.
Good man and looking good as well. Although now that I take a close look at it, oh dear. Sorry, Henry. Commentator's curse here, but I was going to say, as I take a look at it, I see someone's like the look of the back of his
what's
BM
happened here?
and
What's going on there? Wow.
That looked like some dangerous defending. He's got the inside
Further
line.
inside
Oh!
oh, some touching.
Yeah, that looked like a good move. I think that.
Well done.
And then once the car passed JC, must have gone, jeez, this rear wing.
And look at who's behind them in the Porsche with a lot more top end speed. I'm sure this is going to be mouth-watering for Kone Breed. Oh, Hobbler's struggling.
Still looking fresh.
Oh, JC's.
He's made that look easy, sliding up the inside. Oh, he's going up.
Yeah, I think JC's cooked his tyres.
Yep.
He did it once before.
McLaren loves to do that.
We used to call it McLarenitis.
You couldn't do it was almost impossible to do a qualifying lap at Mugello in that car.
Do we have Mugello coming up, or was that in the
GP?
It's GP in the next round, yeah.
I've got to say, I've been really enjoying those GP cars.
Yes.
Certainly in comparison to the V8s. I know Bash might disagree with me,
much
but
better.
I haven't had a chance to race the GP cars as yet.
There's no comparison, bro. I mean, just the sound of the V10 is...
oh, it's glorious, eh?
It's already, the adrenaline's there just because of that. And it feels more legit, I think, the handling.
Is it?
A lot more authentic.
Compared to the F2 car?
Yeah. I never really liked that one. It was alright, I get.
Mayer is on the medium tyres, and of course we've seen Mike McGear's on the softs. So if he can hang on for a few more laps, it's entirely possible that he can come back at him. Lindsay Ray is now 2.8 behind Williams. I think that the gap is actually growing. I think Williams...
No, I think it's come down. It was 3 seconds.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 3.
It might be last chance saloon then for Lindsay Ray, because he's... Look, he got 12 laps left, which is not nothing, but still... If you're only gaining at a couple of tenths a lap, it's gonna be an ask.
He's a wily old character, Brent, so I'm sure he knows already that P3 is enough for a qualification spot. But I'm sure he'll go for it. He has to.
Do any of the top 3 go through to Div 1?
Correct,
the next
yeah,
round?
top 3.
Correct.
Okay, so they'll be with us. Or whoever.
Oh, hold it!
Oh gosh!
What a drift! Oh, he spun it.
Oh,
Don't hit the wall. Oh. Well, he's got 13 seconds to recover, and he's cooked his tires.
That tires is. Oh.
And there's
I think
JP
that's
right
his
behind
chance
him.
for second one. And commentator's curse once again, chaps. Well done.
Ah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Brent.
It's even worse for these guys because there's 3 of us. Generally, we've only got racing contenders.
Yeah. And there's action here
Don't
with
think Jason
Rancho
will into
and what's happened here. Bottas gotten past Rancho.
Henebury is looking to have a move on Jason.
And look at the gap from Endron to Henry. It's come down to 28 seconds now.
Yes, that's big. He's really gained. He must be loving seeing that. He didn't have to unlap himself, did he?
I wonder. I'm sure he... No, he wasn't a lap behind.
Here's a can of worms I'm going to leave alone.
Courtney is right behind Jason now with his bent wing. I think that McLaren's going to be fodder on that back straight.
Yeah, but Jason's wily. He's not going to give him the inside line easily. Unless he's feeling kind. See if he likes Cornet.
Good exit by Jason.
Yeah, very good.
Look at that gap come down though.
Telling you, it's 2/10 down that straight. That's big. Bongi must have been all over you, Bash, when
he was.
you were racing.
And he didn't give me a chance to catch up to him there. He would just pull away and I'd be smiling and waving.
Now the opportunity.
He's really close. 0.2 of a second. And Jason's struggling with that wing. You can see him not able to be as tight as he needs to be. Courtney's going to go around the outside.
Come on, around the outside.
He's backed out. A lot of respect being shown. Not taking a chance, making sure that they've got the move clean before they do it. Let's take a look at the Bota Rancho battle.
Just to point out that right behind them on track is Engine Governor.
Oh wow!
I think he's catching them. So that can of worms that I was leaving alone, should be open for me.
So I'll leave it to you to commentate on that.
I'm going to try to stay unbiased in it.
A little bit wide there.
I think it's obvious to most people.
Something's definitely happened with Lindsay Ray because he's now 12 seconds behind.
He had that off there and probably cooked his tires.
Oh gosh.
I'm surprised he only lost, because he was what, 2.5 seconds behind, so now he's 12.5. That's, using my terrible math, 10 seconds. I mean, for an offline.
This is gone.
Boito was 1.6 seconds behind his delta there.
Oh, bit of a slide.
Wide. They've all run wide.
And there's that.
Indran's going to make a move. Oh, this is brilliant.
We're going to stick with this battle.
Yeah, definitely. This is making the racing exceptionally interesting. I think Endron's giving Bota a bit of a break here. Because now Ranchot's worried about Endron. Meanwhile, while we're watching that, Cornet Bread is still glued to the bumper of Holden Jones.
Let's take a look. It's under 210s now.
Yeah, he's down the
down the
back straight.
outside. Backed off
Jason's
again.
too clever though. He's put his car straight in the middle there.
Oh, Jason's run wide.
Right now, corner needs to stick to that bumper through here and get an excellent run out, and he might have it. Jason getting a good drive where it counts though.
Just remember, Jason's driving with a cracked windscreen and a bent wing, so he's not running with his car at 100%. And for him to keep this Porsche, which looks immense. Oh, what's happening?
Oh,
slide.
He said it's a bit of a slide.
Oh,
what's going on there?
I think they got a bit confused with the back marker moving out the way. That was Van Mansburg.
Jason's got the Dirty Dancing soundtrack playing inside there, and Time of His Life playing at the same, blasting at full volume. He can only be loving this.
Look at this. Troubles caught right up to Ranchard, and Endron's gotten past Ranchard.
Endron's got past both of them, hasn't he? No, he hasn't. Sorry, he hasn't.
Let's see what he does.
He's 10 seconds behind, hey? He's 10 seconds behind Rue.
Wow, what a comeback. Oh, JC's gone for a move. He's not made it.
Brave place to make a move, but if the gap's there, gotta go for it.
Yeah.
JC's on the soft tyres. I think he may have also made a couple of pit stops.
I think he did, yeah. He had a bit of trouble when it was Jason that was with him, I think.
And interestingly, Grobler's also on the softs. Rue's on the softs. So that could explain why Endron's catching Rue so quickly. Is that his tyres are probably a bit done.
I wonder if Endron's made a pit stop though. Because he had a...
I'd say disconnecting is
but
pretty
when did he disconnect? Wasn't it quite early? So his tyres must be taking a punishment.
I don't know.
I think it was the late 20s, I think, early 30s.
Okay.
Yeah, so that should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine then, yeah. And JP Paul is right behind Brent Lindsay Ray now, 1.5 seconds. That gap's come right down. I think the battle for third is going to hot up later on. We've got, what, 5 laps left. And we'll see what can happen in that time.
And with JB Paul's livery, I mean, that's going to be like...
I think they've both got the brightest of liveries. You won't be able to miss these guys in a, in a crowd.
Grobler right on the bumper.
Oh, Ranchard's run wide.
Oh, and he's... Let's see what he can do. Too wide through the corner.
That's gonna be an awful.
No.
Unlucky.
That was too wide in that corner, doesn't go.
Jason's done very well to hold off Briat.
Absolutely, yeah, with that damage. And he's opened up the gap
Briat
quite nicely as well.
6 seconds behind. I mean, that's brilliant.
Can you see what tyres they're both on? I mean, I'm sure Jason's on the mediums.
Let me see if I can see him.
Actually, surely that Porsche must be on the mediums.
I can't see.
Doesn't it cook its rear tyres?
Yeah,
That Porsche,
it's probably on the medium.
Oh, saying that,
What's
a little wobble there from Cornet Briat. He held it
he's
together
back
nicely though.
down another 2 tenths.
So it looks like he's got the underlying pace though, he just needs to settle down and get it. He's
Yeah, work on that
1.1 seconds
consistency.
off his PB in that lap, so he probably did make a few mistakes on that one. And governed is past through.
Yeah, that's a great recovery. That was 54 seconds that he's managed to recover.
Yeah.
That is a sterling drive by Governor.
Hugo's doing, he's 31 seconds ahead now.
Fantastic.
And carving through traffic.
Oh wow, with the Nissan behind him.
Mike McGear was right in this battle, and I think the pit strategy that he chose has cost him quite possibly a
But do you think he
podium.
did stopper?
Sorry?
He did 2 stopper.
Yeah, a 3 stopper.
3, I think,
3?
yeah.
Ach,
Yeah.
no. It'll never work.
And Kone Breed's gotten Jason. Jason's in the pits.
Oh no, the pits.
As he's finally decided he's going for that that fictional point. That fictional fastest lap point.
Maybe he's going for that fastest lap.
Put on soft tires, low fuel.
Waiting to see if that wing gets fixed. Must do, surely.
Yeah, it's a very long stop. I'm sure he's fixing it. Look at this battle now.
Oh, down the inside.
On the inside.
Boato tries to close them off as well. Somehow they both make it through there.
Fantastic.
Convinced
Another dive. Oh, both.
weaving a little bit, but still resisting the pressure.
Oh, that's a dive.
No ways, no ways, no ways. Oh,
that was dangerous.
I must say the dives tonight have been pretty good.
yeah.
Like in terms of there's been no contact.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
much contact. No pushing
Sure, that
off,
was
no
going to be a
car
bad
spinning
move.
off.
Exactly. Engine coming back. Looking to unlap himself.
I'll let you handle that.
No, nothing wrong with unlapping yourself. Nothing wrong. Just do it safely.
Yeah. As long as you don't mess with the guy ahead. JC's right back on you on Bota's tail now.
Hugo with a 35-second lead.
Wow.
So I see Williams only doing 27s.
Here we go, here we go. Is he going to dive up the inside?
It looks like he is. Yep.
He
Is he going to
is.
stop it? And Bota's got the cut
Go on,
back.
Jacques, come back, come back. Dive up, dive up.
Must defend.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Good
Very
racing by
good.
both guys. That was well done, chaps. Well done.
Go on board with Jacques Buerter.
JC's pulled up already.
Yeah, Jacques put up a good fight, but unfortunately...
Let's go on board with
Tires.
Hugo. About to start the final lap.
Yep, the final lap.
Well deserved victory on the way, I think. He's driven fantastic.
Still with that Nissan on his
Yeah.
bumper.
But that Nissan's just spun.
Someone
is-
spun
that
out. The McGear spun out.
He only had 11 seconds to Mayer. Mayer should be able to get him on a spin like that.
Let's take a quick look at that.
Yeah.
Mayer's got him.
Mayer's
Mayer's
got
got
him.
him.
Cost him 16 seconds that spin.
back with Hugo.
That was a hard one into the wall.
Yeah, Hugo's 100% earned his spot in Division 1.
Yep.
This has been a fantastic drive. He must be very proud of this.
Good one to Lindsay Ray as well, because he qualified quite far down.
Yeah, he did it.
And he's stuck in it.
Got through the
He
chaos.
just kept it there.
Got through the chaos. He's in 3rd place. Podium. Brilliant.
And only 3 seconds behind P2. So he's recovered
and
very well.
Williams has done it, eh?
Oh.
Yeah, Williams done very
So
well.
that's almost 10 seconds in a few laps.
Yep. But this man, Hugo de Wit, is coming,
Bringing it home.
Well,
now. Look at that lines that he's using, well under control.
Yeah, exceptional race. Well-deserved victory, this one.
Now, the V10.
V10 Audi, well done Hugo. Great drive.
Excellent, excellent drive. And I think this will be Williams' first Division 1 race, if I'm not... Well, next time out, obviously.
Possibly, yes. I don't recall seeing him there. So well done. He was leading this race at one point, and
He was. And he had an incident, and he came back, and he still,
yeah. Never give up.
still made it stick.
A good second place from Robert Williams. Our pole sitter for today as well, so great drive, well done.
Well done.
Yeah, well converted.
Brent brings it home in 3rd, followed by JP Paul. Botma
Wow,
follows
only
him.
3 seconds behind as well.
Absolutely
Yeah,
close.
that was
yeah.
close.
Botma's got
damage
a bit
there
of
on both
yeah, his
sides.
bonnet is open.
Yeah. Just a bit of extra cooling, you know.
We've got Kone Breed.
Who's provided us an excellent race. I think we spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
And look how clean the Porsche is still looking.
Looking
Yeah.
absolutely mint.
Very well
I
driven.
think it's definitely the Mintus car of the back.
And behind Breed we have Marius Meyer, Mike McGeer, Krobler, Botha, Holden Jones, Ranchard, Walker, Van Mansberg, Henry Roux, and Endren Govender with the recovery drive. Well done to all of you
I
guys.
thought Endren took Crew.
I think he did, and then probably fell back at the end with worn tires, because I think he
Ah.
dropped back in this last lap. But in any case, guys, thanks for joining. It was one hell of a race to watch. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, this was fantastic. Thanks all, and thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks, guys.